fixing to read Matthew 3:13 like I see it, like I have researched, and I'm fixing to blow your mind. Now watch this. This cometh the Son, the S-U-N, from the galaxies to sexual desire unto the ruler of the womb, to be, guess what, baptized, pass through the water of him. But John, the ruler of the womb, forbade him, saying, I need to be passed through the womb of you, and you come to me? Jesus said, hey, do what you got to do, but let's do it now. So then John suffered him. The ruler of the womb suffered. How did he suffer? He was bound by the Lord of the seven realms, the Lord of the underworld. All right, so right here, and the Son, when he was passed through the water, went up straightway out of the water. Now, this is the right exact moment that he was conceived. And lo, the heavens were opened unto him, and he saw the Spirit of God descending like a dove and lighting upon him. This right here is the minute he was enlightened. This is the minute he was born enlightened. And then the voice from heaven saying, this is my beloved Son, in whom I am well pleased. All right, so let's move over here. The preaching of Jesus. Now, whenever he heard him of being bound, the leaving of Nazareth, Nazareth means an uncertain place. All right, so he came and dwelt in Capernaum. Capernaum is another word for orthos. All right, so orthos from the base of oros, or rise. Okay, let's keep going. Lifting itself above the plain, morally correct in a straight manner. Orthos, dawn, sunrise, rising of light, morn, early in the morning. This is where he began the bright morning star, right here at Capernaum. He is the bright morning star. This is where that comes from, okay? Which is upon the sea coast, the edge of the galaxies of the universe, in the borders of Zabulon. Now, this word right here, Zabulon, means egg or enclosure, closed off place or land. Now, this right here, Zabulon, this is the egg of a woman. This is the egg of a woman. So right here, this is the entire, in the land of the egg or the uterus or the ovaries or whatever you want to call it, in the land of Naphthalem, which is the juices, the reproductive juices of a man, by the way of the sea, which is the water, beyond sexual desire, Galilee of the Gentiles. Now, Galilee is the galaxies of the light souls, or the empaths of the light beings. Now, this right here is really, really, really deep. This is real deep stuff right here. And this right here is saying that, like, this is the realm of light. This is the realm of light, the first heaven. We are down here on the bottom heaven of earth. He come through all these galaxies from the top realm of light. He moved through all the storms. Even when he walked on water, he calmed the storms. He calmed the storms all the way through all the zodiacs, and come down here and set up shop on a orbit around our earth. This is the story of it right here. This is the story to where this sun right here comes into our orbit. Mithra is another name for Jesus Christ. Okay? This sun come into our orbit to set up this Yuga cycle of the golden age. We are right here around the brass age right now, but we're still in division. This is unity. This is the peak of division, and we are right around in here. So when this sun comes into our galaxy, or how it got here. This is the story of it right here. This is the story of it right here. And this is the conception of Yeshua. Yeshua, not Jesus. Jesus is a whole different story, and let me explain to you there. The imitator reigns over the earth and leads people astray. The imitator, which is Satan, which deceiveth the whole world, the Satan and the devil, which is the accuser. The accuser of our brethren is cast down. He was cast down, the dragon, the reptile. Now watch this. All right, now this is from the imitator, reigns over the earth and leads people astray. They expected that he would work a sign for them, and he performed great signs. He performed great signs. Now, who is this they talking about that was sent here by the imitator? Watch this. Sabaoth creates a congregation of angels, Israel, and Jesus. He also created a firstborn called Israel. That is the person who sees God, which is what Jacob says in Genesis 32:30. The first Israel, I see God face to face in a place called Peniel. All right. And he created another being called Jesus Christ, a man. So he imitated a son with a man, Sabaoth did this. Sabaoth creates Israel and Jesus. So let's look at Sabaoth. Sabaoth has the face of a snake. He's a reptile. He is a seraphim reptile. The same one that deceives by imitation. So what had happened was, all these words right here, all these words were used in the higher heavens. They were used up here in the higher heavens. So these seraphims brought these words down to the earth and imitated everything. Imitated this son with his own son named Jesus. So now you got Jesus, which is the imitator, and you got Yeshua. Yeshua came as the form of a man, and then Jesus was sent here to save the Israelites, to save Israel, his race, Israel. That's what he came to save. He came to save Israel because Israel and Jesus Christ were by their God. When the chief creator of chaos, which is Saturn, Samael, the accuser, as in Revelation, saw his son Sabaoth and the glory in which he dwells, and recognized that he was the greatest of all the authorities of chaos. He was even jealous of him. Saturn got jealous of his own son. And right here, Yaldabaoth. Now, I don't know what's wrong with the focus of this camera, but Yaldabaoth has two names right here, Sakla and Samael. Samael is Saturn, Grim Reaper, accuser. And that's exactly who Lucifer is. Ladies and gentlemen, we have been lied to all our life, and I just proved it. Love you guys.